welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do a general collective reading, but it has a theme, but I'm going to explain the theme after I cleanse the energy, so we don't waste time. So if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. Alright, so it's pretty much tailored to what I realized is that this person pretty much left you and or ghosted you, treated you like shit, now try to come back. All you did was gave them friendship and or love, and that somehow pissed them off and made them angry, and now they watching you, and it's very confusing. And I remembered that I had cards to kind of sort of represent that, and then I found them. So Andy, there we go, from The Office says, sorry I annoyed you with my friendship. Right? And then we have, yeah, I hate me, but y'all still watching me. This is the second time this came up, so yeah. So then I just took the card, some cards from those two decks, and to see what else wanted to be said or wanted to be shared. So from the order is pretty much this way. Wait, no, I'm gonna put it this way, because technically that is true. Because it's you gave them your friendship, and then they was annoyed by it and treated you like shit. So as a result, you then hold on, because which deck is which? Yeah. So as a result, you then removed yourself, and now they keep watching you. So I'm gonna go this way. Okay. So we have. Damn, stepped in some crap. Someone else's opinion on how I should... What? Someone opinion of how I should live. So it was crappy friends trying to tell you how to live your life. And then we have... I just decided being sad is a waste of time. You see, more productive use of my time is revenge. Jackie Burkhart from That 70 Show. And then we have, first of all, ill. I think her name was Mandy. I forgot. Euphoria. Then we have, sometimes science is more art than science, Marty. A lot of people don't get that. Rick from Rick and Morty. Then we have breaking news. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. We're just winging it, really. And that's literally the art of it. You just be thinking, oh, this might work, and then put it together, it kind of works, it might not work, then we find something else. Okay. That's all it is. Then we have... We in this bitch, we finna get crunk. Oh, so they try to tell you how to live. You realize that it was it was just crap. It was a bunch of bullshit. You was whatever, and you did whatever you decided you wanted to do, and they were sad, and then try to seek revenge. And then you still just being yourself. You just ew, that's weird, okay? And you feel like it's weird because you just changed your life, or changed the perspective of where you was going. And it wasn't like you planned it. It literally said winging it here, like, and then you've been winging it, and it's just been working out for you. And you in this bitch, you finna get crunk because it's working. Like, who wouldn't be happy that it, like, like I just said, with experiments and stuff like that, you make a hypothesis, like, oh, I think this is what's happening. I think that's what's going to happen. You don't know. That's the whole experiment part after. Then you do that. Then come to find out it is that. And it's like, oh, okay. All right. But then there's a reason why. And you got to, more information. And then we have Donna told me she loved me. And then I told her I love cake. Eric from That 70s Show. Oh, they could be, yeah, you didn't reciprocate back their feelings or how they felt about something. And we have, I'm not dumb, I just like nice things that makes me happy. At least I don't want to fight and be mean all the time like some people. Bubbles. But from Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, they like, y'all was complete opposites. So you realized you moved away. And once you moved away, that gave you a sense of freedom. You started trying new things. And then some things started to work out, some things didn't. And the ones that was working out, it been really working out for you. And they, from before, they were trying to get revenge, and now it's seen that there's things working out for you. They hate you even more, but they can't stop watching you. And then the reason why they can't stop watching you is because they're obsessed with you, and they low-key have a love-hate relationship with you. Okay, some of them, it's like a love. It's weird. It's just weird. We're gonna continue. It's like, it's just the fact that they didn't expect it to be you, because you were supposed to be the underdog and stuff like that, and then it's just like, like at some point the underdog has to win. Like, it's just like, whose fault is that you decided to switch up, like, and put yourself on the wrong team, and then they mad at you, and it's not your fault. They chose the wrong team. You had nothing to do with that. That's on them. Then they gonna be like, oh, well, you knew what you was doing. You ain't know what you was doing. You was just winging it. You was just going with life. You just know crap when you hear something, okay? You gonna live your life the way you wanted to live your life. And they were trying to tell you how they want you to live your life, and it was a bunch of bullshit. Because they not even living their life that way, so why would you live your life that way? Or why should you? And then try to seek revenge on somebody that's just trying to live their life and do what's best for them. It's like, ew. Like, Rick he may do a lot of things, but like, he just let people live their life the way he want to, or some people live their life the way they want to live their life. You feel me? Like, he ain't like Jerry. I mean, at some point he did, usurp Jerry, but that's when he had to put his foot down. But other than that, he just let Beth made her choice, clone or not. Like, he just made her choice. And then we have Little Miss Passive Aggressive. And then we have me having a meeting with myself to get my life together. That's it. See what I said? See what I said? You talk to yourself. Meanwhile, they talking to everybody else, and then trying to figure out why their life ain't moving forward or why it's stuck. It's because you're trying to please everybody and their mama. If you just try to please yourself, okay, it's less hard. But you don't know what makes you don't know how to make yourself happy or get yourself together, which is why you go to other people. And it's just like, now the people that you're also going to don't even know how to make them own self happy. So it's like the train of unhappiness It's just gaining more passengers. You mad that somebody got off the train, and I feel like it's already crowded. I feel like that's what needs to happen at this point. People need to leave. And that's unfair to be mad at somebody because they better in their life. That's weird. Then we have Little Miss, I don't want to be here anymore. See what I said? Got off the train. You got mad. Like, that's unfair. You didn't want them on the train, so they get off the train. Now you mad that they're off the train. Like, what? Like, pick. That's why they keep calling you irrational. Like, pick a feeling or make a choice, okay? Make one. Figure it out. And we have, you ain't gonna love you. You ain't never gonna be happy till you love yourself. J. Cole. Facts. Like, literally, like you don't. So the unhappy train just getting more attendance, and it needs less. Then we have, what I desire is a heart that understands emotions. Go there. That's 70. See, yeah, he was a. Not gonna spoil it, but he didn't really get emotions like that. You know, you feel me? Some might say a robot, but like he wasn't. He could understand them. He could see, like, he could understand, like, when he's missing something and stuff like that, and how missing it affects certain moments and certain experience for him. And you realize, listening to other people telling you how to live your life, your heart was dying, or your soul was dying. Something was dying inside, and you or your emotions were just shutting off, right? Because what just popped in my head is like somebody's eyes just went dead. Like, it's just like and so that's when you realize, like, yeah, no, I can't do that. I'm not doing that. And because to live a life without emotions, it's possible. Let me tell you, it's possible, but it's not a good life. It's not. It's just gray, dull. It's not a great life. Okay, we need happiness. Okay, need some colors. Need all the colors. Sometimes they're gonna be gray. Okay, but sometimes it's gonna be yellow. Okay, maybe a little bit of red. It's gonna be a shade of things, not just gray all the time. Okay, because a lot of gray becomes black. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, we need more white, and then it becomes lighter. Okay. And then it's like white, and then you can make a whole bunch of other colors. So that's what we need. Not more gray. Okay, not more sadness. Stop that. And yeah, you started to love yourself. People saw that, wanted to seek revenge because you living your best life, and they mad. And yeah, you didn't want to be there anymore because you felt that to be disgusting. You was like, ew, like, I'm alright. Deuces, like, let me get out of here. And the art, well, science that's here that he's talking about is psychology. With this, I had a meeting with myself, getting myself together. Psychology. And that is science. Study of the mind, okay? Or mind, emotions. It ties to a lot of things. Also, sociology. That's a little bit. Well, it's a study of, like, human connections. It's kind of also science. Because that then ties to the environment. It ties, okay? And somebody was a little bit passive aggressive about it because they feel like they know best. We were like, is it Mother Gertrude? No, that was from Philly Odd Parents. Was that Timmy and Gertrude? It was Mother G from Tangled. Like, Mother know best, listen to Mother. That's what they were trying to do. And but what you wanted to do was better, and it was leading you into a better, like, further. And with this, Donna told me she loved me, and then I told her I love cake. You realize what y'all wanted wasn't the same, or how y'all felt wasn't the same, y'all emotions wasn't the same. And then just like, why would you listen to this person? Especially if they're not even happy with themselves. How are they gonna know how to make somebody else happy? And then we have trigger, name, card, place. And we have divine masculine. Then we have roller coaster, highest highs, adrenaline rush. See, that's the red I was talking about. You see? The colors. Oh my goodness! It is gray! Oh my goodness. See? It went from dark, a little bit light, and now it's lighter. See what I'm saying? Yes. That's what we need. Don't go this way. We don't need that. We don't need that. We need this direction. Get a little bit lighter. A dead, yes. We have single with current status available. You see the color coming through? Mm-hmm. I was just trying to make a reference, but okay. Come through. Then we have soulmates with similar friendship, romantic partner. Oh, the gray came back. Oh, okay. We're gonna see. And then we have meeting, two or more people, discussion, planning. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix this because it's throwing me off. That one is at the bottom by itself. Well, if they was in darkness, to make the color lighter, you will need white. There is a white card. And with the adrenaline rush, like I said, it does talk about the red, and then red did come out, right, later with the flowers. So clearly there's something with colors here. Blue is a throat chakra, talking about communication, and expression. A divine masculine and a soulmate connection that either, I don't know, but the roller coaster, I don't know if it's karmic as of yet. Okay. With the trigger, because a twin, like a regular twin flame, there is a trigger, but it doesn't. There's like a. In a karmic, there's more like a push-pull. In a regular twin flame, there's like runner chase, but it stops at some point in time. And just even out and balances out. But this person don't understand that it won't balance out, never balance out. So it doesn't really make sense of matter if they try to come in and communicate, because you no longer the person that you were before. So even if they are single now and they do come in, yet which I used to have like similarities on, you no longer have similarities on. Oh, and then these two came out together. So there's from the dream deck, we have roots and books. So getting to like the bottom of the situation, why something's happening. And then book just pretty much something about like history, the study of knowledge. So yeah, the whole science of the situation. Talking to yourself, getting to like to try to get your life together, getting down to the bottom, like what started this, what triggered this, and it was this person that you probably saw as a divine masculine. But then you realize this, it was a whole roller coaster, it was a whole shit show. So this can't be what a divine masculine is supposed to be like. And then you move yourself, separated, and now you single out here, free agent, and they trying to come back and say, "Oh, we soulmates," and oh, that could that be what Donna said she loved me and I said she loved cake and stuff like that? Because they did start it off as friends, and then they were later on romantic partners and stuff like that. But if you continue to watch the show, that relationship, it was more based on like proximity than anything, I would say. So you realize that, look at the history of the situation from the gray, from a neutral standpoint. You get more information and you see the whole thing from a different perspective. Right, when I was talking about Tangled before, isn't that like, you see like a semi little castle kind of going on there? Right? Kind of fucked up, but a little castle going on. Also finding knowledge in other stories and applying it to your life, and like when it might not go, like be exact, but it might be a little bit similar. So you can be like, oh, okay, like, and how to avoid avoid situations that the main character went through. Because pretty much at this point in time, you're the main character in your own life. Okay. So, not saying to live your life like a movie or live your life like a book, but take lessons. There's always the moral to the story. Take the moral of the story and then apply it to your life. That's what you're supposed to do. And we have wealth. Yeah. Because I believe in like some colleges, they make you take don't make you, but like psychology is offered as like one of the liberal classes and stuff like that for a reason. Or they offer you liberal classes so it can add to what your major and stuff like that, into your life value and stuff. And it was like this person would just take the class to get the grade and don't actually applied what they learned to their life in any way, shape, or form. Where you didn't use the opposite. And it's not everything that you learned you applied. It's just some things that you learned you applied, and it worked out for you. Yeah, it unlocked doors for you. It worked out for you with keys. You took the time to understand the knowledge that you need, what was being taught to you, what was being presented to you, and what was being asked of you. Also, what was being said to you. Just paid attention to everything, okay? And if you already had the knowledge, you applied what you knew. If you needed to look it up, you looked it up, then apply. You just applied what you learned, and that worked out for you, opened doors and opportunities for you. And somebody was trying to seek revenge for it, and it's like, that's weird, because it's just weird. And because the whole time you was doing that, you could have just actually learn something that was productive to your life. Then we have the Metacarta reverse. Yeah, we're talking about stagnation. There was no, they didn't move forward, they didn't learn anything. They just stuck. And then trying to blame other people because they stuck, and it's nobody's fault that they stuck but they self. Yeah, then we have Sirens reverse. They was blaming other people. And then telling people a whole bunch of nonsense. They're stuck. Right? Because if you see this, okay? What was it? Is that the Star of David? Kind of sort of look like it. Might be wrong. Either way, whatever. Not whatever that to the Star of David. That is not. That would do. You get it. No offense. Like this. But you see like how that's the exact same star here? What they were saying is a whole bunch of nonsense. And in the upright, it says upright. Honesty. It is reversed. This person is lying. Telling you a whole bunch of crap. A whole bunch of bullshit. You realize it was crap and bullshit. And removed yourself. Or just simply didn't listen to the bullshit that they were telling you. And then next we have, don't know how to say that word, but reverse. So yeah, they were stuck. They didn't have no new ideas. They couldn't think of any new ideas. So they try to, I won't say they try to steal other people's ideas, but they try to stop other people from like executing their ideas or like performing it and stuff like that. Because it's two people. There's a little person right here. But yeah, the Matacarta talk about like being depressed, being stuck in a rut, unwilling to change, and also feeling dead inside. Like I said before, like so I feel like some of your eyes just went dead and stuff like that. And even if it was like for a second, it let you know that you didn't want that person in your life anymore, or this person can't be in your life and stuff like that. And then we have apathy. So like you also just didn't care any at some point. You just was like, it's whatever. And then you started doing what was best for you rather than listening to their advice because you didn't care. You don't want to be stuck in a rut. So anything that caused you to be stuck in a rut, you don't care for it. Anything that caused you to feel dead inside, you don't care for it. What they said caused you to feel dead inside, so you don't care for it. And then that caused you to think about other things with this book being here, like other situations where this person probably have done that. And then over time, because it probably was a lot to have a damn book full, you didn't really care for their person or what they was going to say or what they had to say to you because it wasn't anything productive or useful in your life. It just kept you stuck. And it was a lie. And they were just trying to like suppress your creativity, keep you stuck in this roller coaster going up and down, unsure of what choice to make, and trying to make it seem like they your friend or they want what's best for you, that they know the truth or that they honest when they really wasn't. And yeah, we're being passive aggressive. And then you didn't want to be there anymore. And then yeah, because they had outdated point of views, unrealistic expectations, and just they just, well, their problem is not your problem. and you realize that, and then you removed yourself, and they try to make it seem like it's your problem, you should fix it, but you don't need to fix it because they're unhappy with themselves and don't know how to make themselves happy and don't know what makes them happy, which is why they're upset and mad that you found out what makes you happy and the whole point and key of life, and you moving on and moving forward and leaving them behind, and they can't get through that door that you got through to be in this new experience that you're going to, and to see the opportunity, to even get the opportunities that you're getting, to go where you're going, to see where you're going, to experience it, because they were disloyal, dishonest, and just overall like a Debbie Downer, and that then try to seek revenge on you, but then try to be like, but I love you. Like, no, like, you're weird. Like, that's what it is. You're, no. This is just, no. And then we have Triggered with Janae Aiko, the remix, with Janae Aiko, 21 Savage, and Summer Walker. Oh no, we got Trigger over here. Yeah. They mad. Your name aggravates them. Are there places that y'all used to go that bothers them because it reminds them of you. Your name reminds them of you. Anything that y'all used to do together, or y'all, if you have a car, the car that you used to drive reminds them of you. The color, make, model, that all, well, probably not the model because people don't be knowing the model like that, but all that reminds them of you. Maybe even just the damn brand reminds them of you. Any name close to yours or similar to yours, or even just your name reminds them of you. Places y'all used to go, y'all thought about going together, that reminds them of you, or stuff like that, and it bothers them. And then we have Better with Khaled. I don't know this one off the top of my head. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So I'm gonna put that over here. I have to add that to add it to my thingy so I can play. And then we have Zombie with, I don't understand that man's name. Oh yeah, you doing better, you feeling better, and they feel dead inside. That's the whole aloof and stuck and alright. And we had that before, like, since you gone, their life had been nothing but darkness, they miss your light. Yeah. It's like when you was around, their life got brighter, got lighter and stuff like that, but your life got darker, and they didn't really care about it. And I kept saying that. They didn't care at all. They seen and didn't care. And then these three cards came out together. We have Family, Withdrawal, and Origin with Bond, Home, Background, Quit, Awaken, Rejection, Creation, Creativity, and Fertility. Oh. Yeah, you did what makes you feel better, makes you started, like, and then you started shining and stuff like that. Like, you try to learn and apply, but you learned, and even if you made a mistake, you kept trying to get it better and better. And you withdraw for some people and walked away from some people, and then life started getting better. You just like, bitch, ain't nothing better than this. And they feel dead inside. You feeling alive, they feel dead. You see the color in your life started coming back. But with the soulmate, it's gonna be a soulmate that had a similar story to yours. and y'all two coming together. But then that's why it says friendship and romantic. There's gonna be like, you're gonna have like French, like your soulmates that are friends. There's gonna be platonic soulmates. Okay, gonna have similar stories to you as well, and your romantic partner is gonna also have a similar story to yours. And it's not a trauma bond because everyone already healed from it, already processed it and let it go. It's your past. And you're not letting it you're not harboring any guilt, resentment, or anger towards it. That's what this person is doing, which is why they're a zombie. And then this person have a blindfold on the key card. Person has a blindfold, so you probably didn't realize he was doing that, or you just did it by like blind faith and stuff like that, or just coincidence. Again with the winging it, and it worked. You just stumbled upon, you were just doing that. You stumbled upon the door, and the door opened up, and then it just opened up to opportunities, and it was better opportunities to where you are from, where you're at, and you just continue going through the door. Cause it was like, well, might as well continue. I made it this far, and and your life just been getting better and better. And all you had to do is like, while it was getting better, like yeah, you stopped doing certain things and stuff like that. So it's like quitting, but it's like you awaken to the fact that you didn't have to. You was doing this for unnecessary reasons, and then stopped. And also with the withdrawals, like you could have just pulled back from some people as well, and started focusing on what you want to create in your life and what you want to create for your family or your home and stuff like that. Doing something in the background, and people feel offended because they don't know what the fuck you're doing in the background. It's just like, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm doing what I gotta do for me, like that kind of thing. And it's like, because they gonna try and make it seem like they want to help you, but they can't help you. Cause they don't know they don't know how. And we have protest, inquiry, sue, attention. See what I said? They just want fucking attention. They don't know how to help you. They can't help you. They just want to inquire or to ask, oh, what you're doing, find out more information and stuff like that, so they can pretty much shut it down, tell you why you shouldn't do it or why you should stop it, and give all your attention to them and pay attention to them. And it's because what you're creating, what you're doing, will take your attention off of them. That's literally what the problem is, and why they want to seek revenge. Because you took your attention off of them, as if they're your child. Especially, like, if y'all made it like a good cut, like, if y'all was friends, I wouldn't say y'all wasn't even friends for that long, and it was like they had a life before you, you had a life before them. Why then you not giving your attention to them such a problem? Because they didn't have your attention before, and they was alive, they made it, they survived. So it's like, well, you can do it. You did it once, you can do it again. You feel me? Like, that's the kind of thing. Then we have compromise, agreement, reconciliation, and consideration. Yeah. Once you say that, put that into perspective. Now they want to compromise. Like, all right, maybe, like, I'll do it with you. I can help you. I'll do this. Like, I'll watch you, or blah blah blah. Or we can plan this, or we can plan that. And it's like, no. Okay. And I started burning the sage. So if you see little smoke particles, that's what it is. You're not bugging. And it's like, once you put things into perspective and like lay it out that way, now they want to compromise and be like, oh, well, I only did all this because I felt the way. I felt like you was leaving me behind, or that you was doing this, and the third. And it's just like, okay, but when you did it, did I not like allowed you to do it? Like, allowed you to like do what's best for you, what makes your life better, okay? You felt like leaving me behind, pushing me out, separating from me, did that. Now, I let you do it. It was alright. I was cool with it. I had no problem. There was no anger. There was no animosity. It was alright, cool. What's the best for you? Okay? Now, I'm doing what I gotta do to make my life better and improve my life. And it's working. And it's a problem for you. So it's weird. It's weird. And it's showing that how the relationship was unbalanced and was one-sided. And it's because the whole friendship was based off like attention that you gave somebody. Like, that's all. They didn't really care about the connection that you had. They only cared about the attention that you was giving them. And the attention you was giving them and the ideas that you would give them to help them, that they will then try to steal and pass off as their own ideas. And we have triumph, victory, success, and achievement. See what I said? You started because they thought that they was gonna find better than you. You just started bettering your life. They left you for like a actual reason, and their reason was wrong. You didn't leave this person for a wrong reason. You just left for yourself. They left to like find greener pastures and stuff like that. And they thought they could find better. See, voice crack. They thought they could find better. They don't want you to know that. They thought they could find better. There is no better. So they're trying to come back to you and make it seem like you abandoned them. You left them. When it's just like, no, you left. Or even with this withdrawal, you started to realize that you was giving more to this person than this person was giving to you. And you, at some point in time, you was like, yeah, I can't keep doing that. I want to create something. I want to do something. So the times where you was giving to them, and let's say they wasn't responding back, or they will like brush you off and stuff like that, you was just like, all right, I can use that time and do something productive. And that's what you did. And I promise you, it took them a while to figure it out. And now they upset because now they realize the attention that you was giving, you used it to create a whole nother project, and they feel like that project is replacing them as a spot or a place in your heart. And it's just like, especially with this I Need a Heart, I don't really think they ever had a spot in your heart. Like, you cared for them, but like like, you feel me? Yeah. Now we have robbery with exploitation and caution and unfairness. See what I'm saying? This person kind of sort of easy to see through, which is why you cut them off. And I even said before the compromise card come out, I was like, once you put, like, you say it in a logical way, or just put, like, even if not even put it logical, if you just say exactly what's going on without saying, like, you, they, this, them, just use people, okay? Like, just, it could be anybody, you feel me? They realize, like, oh shit, like, yeah, this is crazy, this is weird, this is a little bit disgusting. I am disgusted with myself. That is another emotion that they feel. But that's, with this dead inside, it's just it became like a normal feeling to them. Like, it's just there, okay? Like, it's just, it's normal to them. Which is another thing, but they're just numb. They just numb. Shits and gift popped in my head. And you remember when Fu had used to talk about like soccer games and stuff like that, and then he was like, at some point he was like, you could have stuck a knife in me, I wouldn't felt it. Like, I was numb. Like, he was That's how dead inside they are. Oh. And then we have pride with self-esteem, self-worth, and ego. See what I said? But they pride too big and too high for them to actually admit it. So they're going to try to pretend like everything's all fine. You're the problem. You did this, you did that. Because their pride is too high. The ego too high for them to admit that they fucked up. They was the problem. And because they try to control your life while they don't even know how to control themselves. Okay? So how are you trying to control somebody else if you can't control yourself? That's crazy. And that's wild. Okay? This is wild. Like, you just... I ain't never heard that before. Well, I have, but just like, why would somebody allow that? Like, well, some people do, but this made no sense, okay? Like, can't provide nothing for you, okay, they don't provide nothing for you, but they want you to provide everything for them. And then, like, once you realize that, you pulled away because they was robbing you of your time and your attention that you couldn't use on something else that's actually productive that will give you some type of victory and success in something. And like I said before, they feel like that's replacing them. And it's just like, you was never that important in my life, but they feel like they are king. They feel like they're the main character in everybody's life, and it's just like, no. Bakugo would definitely call this person an extra. Right? Even though, like, My Hero Academia is technically supposed to be about freaking Midoriya, you can't tell Bakugo he is not the main character. You feel me? He be calling everybody and their mama extras. And even if it is about Midoriya, Bakugo's trying to low-key take over. So it's just like... And it's not that he's coming from a malicious standpoint. He's just like, no, I'm going to be the best. And I'm going to do what I need to do to be the best. So if if I got to beat you to be number one, I will do that. I have no problem. When and where. You feel me? And that's not ego. That's believing in yourself. That's self-worth and kind of a little bit of pride and stuff like that. But it's not like ego. Like what this person has that's toxic and literally karmic and up and down. And which is why you withdraw from this person. And they mad and they wanna, cause it's like how you left. Cause I remember like cut off keep coming and stuff like that. They feel like it's harsh and stuff like that. They feel like how you left or how you, like, that's the right, like you just sneaked away and stuff like that. It's not that you didn't sneak away. It was, if they really cared, it was obvious. Like if this person went from talking to you every day to sending you, like, a day go by, nothing. Another day go by, nothing. It's kind of obvious. You feel me? Then the third day go by, nothing. Like, it's kind of obvious if you pay attention and observant that, every day this person talks to me. Every day I get a message from this person. I haven't got a message from this person in like 3 days. Let me see if they okay. If, like, that kind of thing. But that's not what happened. At some point in time, you realized and you thought that person was going to reach out to you. So you waited. And in the midst of you waiting, that person created something. It was paying more attention to that than the amount of days that went by of y'all two not talking. And you mad because you waited. Nobody told you to wait. That's on you. Like, again, on you. And then that's the whole outdated thinking like that. We had that plenty of times. Like, that's on nobody but yourself. Blame yourself. Don't blame nobody but you. And your ego. Fix that. Like, that's all it is. Like, you need to protest yourself. Picket yourself. That's what you need to do. Sue yourself. If you're trying to sue this person for emotional damage, it's just like, that's crazy. To her, that's wild. Like, if you really want to talk about emotional distress, that's wild. Okay? And you will not win. Like, it will definitely not win. Like, sit down. So now we're going into the tarot aspect. So we have the Two of Pentacles. And so they was juggling, going back and forth. Then we have, that's the Oracle, no, that's the Tarot of Opposites. So this is the final rose with the host. You know, the host gotta know its information and know everything. So it knows about the juggling, going back and forth, trying to multitask. And we have the Seven of Cups from the, I want to say the medley, the Mystic Medley? I'm not sure. I know it's medley in it. It's M medley. And the Seven of Cups talking about like illusions, choices, options, and stuff like that. So, again, like I just said, they knew and saw about them trying to juggle and like juggle multiple choices and stuff like that, or having a hard time making a certain option, a certain choice. And from the Romantic Tarot, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles goes up to the Ten of Pentacles, but with the Seven of Cups being here, it could be an illusion and it wasn't even stable. Because that host looked like he got something to say. He got some tea. Because in the final rose, the host is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant talks about like healing, tradition, and also like officials and stuff like that. They try to like juggle something official with a fantasy, and then pretty sure they picked like a fantasy, and that didn't lead to any sense of like foundation or stability or anything that lasts very long. And which is why they trying to come back to you and make it seem like you did something, when all you did was allow them to leave your life and walk away. Like, okay, what popped in my head, imagine two people holding a rope, okay? You have one end, the other person have the other end, okay? That person dropped the rope first, okay? And turned their back and walked away. You waited probably 3 seconds. He was like, alright, drop the rope. And then you walked away too. Like, that's all you did. And you started working on something. But meanwhile, they were trying to juggle you. They they can walk away and come back, and then you would still be standing there holding the rope. No, that's not how that was. Like, they thought they could have their cake and eat it too. And it's like, no. And then it's just like you was already loosely, like I said, at some point you was already kind of sort of realizing the fakeness in this person and stuff like that. So you was kind of sort of loosely, well, some of y'all was loosely holding on to the rope regardless. So when they just dropped it, you was like, thank you, Jesus. And you dropped it too, and you walked off. Like, they did you a favor. Like, now they mad because they see how them leaving or not being in your life benefited your life. Yeah, justice. Scales was balanced. It was fair. That's why we have unfairness here. They realizing how the situation went, how it played out. It was fair. It was right, and it was just. You didn't fight back. You didn't argue. You let the person make their own choices. You let them do what's best for them. And, right? Because there's a feather up here, and then the heart's down here. They heart heavy. They're dead inside. Their heart is heavy, and they're suppressing their emotions. Because they made the wrong decisions, and left you for the wrong reasons, and now try to come back in again for the wrong reasons, and not gonna tell you how they left for the wrong reasons, and because every cup in the Seven of Cups, there's a theme to it. The snake talks about temptation. The dragon talks about like prosperity, because dragons tend to have like a treasure. I wouldn't say like a treasure pot, like a treasure cave, like a treasure. They tend to collect a lot of things and stuff like that. And then we have a castle. Then we have, is that like a reef? So like victory and stuff like that. So and then one of the cups had their face on it. So it was just like one of them was the right cup to choose and the right choice to make. And it was very obvious and clear to see. But they got distracted with all the other glitz and the glamour. Because the Seven of Cups also mean like all the glitters in the world isn't gold. And the clouds talking about making a clouded decision. And they sure did. They made a clouded decision and choice and judgment and started working on something and building something that they thought was going to lead to longevity and provide some type of success for them, and it didn't. And we have the Page of Roses, which is the Page of Wands with the Free Spirit. Yeah, and there's a child here too. And Page is a child. Then we have the King the King of Swords. This throat closing crap. Whoever not, they have something that they're not saying. And I just really wish they would say it. But with the King of Swords being here, and then we also have the clouds. Like at some point, your judgment was also clouded, because you probably was listening to this person and supporting it or condoning it and stuff like that. But it's like some things, but not all things and stuff like that. And then once you was at a neutral standpoint, that's when you had this realization and this awareness of what this person was doing and what was going on, and you evolved from this situation and you moved on. Yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Change. And a shift. There was a chance for this whole thing to turn around and to be balanced out, or for this person to come in and apologize, but they didn't, because again, they just thought the grass was greener and they just find somebody else better. Then we have the Five of Cups reverse, where it's just melancholy and sadness. Oh no, that's the thing. No, Five of Cups upright. No, yeah, upright. It's right way. Just melancholy and sadness. Focusing on the cups that's down, not realizing that there's still two cups standing and stuff like that. So, yeah. So what we have over here? So why, rather being sad, seeking revenge. Your revenge could have, like, remember Beyonce, best revenge is your paper. Okay, you started getting to the bag. Okay, you got in your bag and getting to the bag. You was getting to the bag to be in the bag. Ha! And they mad that you done. Now you're in your bag. You in your bag and they mad. Because they want to be in your bag with you. And it's like, nah, you get your own bag. And they don't even know how to get the bag, where to find the bag. The bag ain't chasing them. The bag don't want them. In it, no, anywhere near it, nothing. Yeah, see? And yeah. And then we have the Nine of Swords. They worried, stressed out, sad, can't sleep at night because they crying. Nightmares, guilty conscience. See, we're all reversed. Because they stuck. They're not moving forward. They dead inside. They're not learning their lessons. They don't want to freaking handle their pride and realize that they're not the best. They're not the best shit. They're not the hot shit that they think they are. They're not. The pride and the ego that they have, or this person that they have created or think that they are, they're not that person. If they just realize that, stop doing that, stop entertaining it, and bring it all down and just be honest with people, they like to actually move on and move forward, and they won't be stuck anymore. But they won't do that. See? Three of Swords. They won't do that. You telling them the truth hurts them. That's wild. Truth hurts them. They rather continue to lie to themselves. Hurt themselves with a lie than tell themselves the truth. And we have the Three of Rings, but the rings are pentacles with group date. They collab with people that lies to them. They be in partnerships with people that lies to them. They're friends with people that lies to them. Team up with people that lies to them. Other people that are stuck as well, and then try to figure out, why am I stuck? And it's like, because now how is this person moving forward? Because they're not listening to people that are stuck. Like, judgment, that making a sound and like decision on not listening to people that are stuck, people that are lying to them just to keep them stuck. We have the Ace of Cups. They're not like love relationships, creative relationships, whatever it is, they're not entertaining it if it's a lie. A whole bunch of illusion and fantasies. But also, if they're in a relationship, all the relationships is based on lies. And they made that judgment, and they know that. Because again, they don't. You know that video when a girl, I forgot what she was saying, but she was like how she was trying to make it seem like lying to the person that you love is pretty much okay, because if you love the person, you will lie to them and stuff like that. And it's just like, what? It's some weird dynamic thinking like that this person has. Like, they lie to themselves because they don't really actually love themselves. If they tell themselves the truth, they will be able to better and improve their life. But rather than doing that, because they would have to accept all the mistakes that they had, and then they would realize that how they present themselves or how they tell people that they are is not that way. And then rather than just accepting that, they try to double down and try to like be that person that they created or lied about. And it's like, you're not that person, so you can't be that person, so just be yourself. And they don't want to be themselves because they don't like themselves, and it's just like, you don't even like the person that you're trying to pretend, so why are you trying to pretend to be that person? It's just like, oh, because everybody else liked that person better than they would like the person that I am. And it's just like, people don't even like that person either, so it's just like, just be yourself. Like, it's always turning back to just be yourself. Like, just be honest and be yourself. Okay. And then, so next we have the Ace of Wands reverse. And then we have the Eight of Flutes. Flutes are cups with self-elimination, You know, the Eight of Cups is walking away. You removed yourself. Like, you eliminated yourself. Walked away, packed up your stuff. Right? Because we have the Page of Pentacles. You learned your lesson. And then we have the Hierophant. Yeah, you realized that this wasn't going to move forward. There was no passion here. There was no beginning here. There was no growth here. So you removed yourself. What is the point of you being here? So, and then you healed from it. You healed from that choice. You healed from that decision. You healed from giving to it, participating in it, being there. You released it and let it go. And like I want to say like turned to spirit, but like started trusting yourself and like being on like, because trusting yourself is kind of sort of like trusting in your higher self, which is turning to spirit, like that kind of thing. Like without realizing that's what you was doing, that's what you was doing. You know, you had the Ten of Cups reverse. Meanwhile, they was living this fantasy and giving to a fantasy that they thought that was going to lead to the Ten of Pentacles, and it didn't. See? Hot seat. Justice. Now people are seeing it. Now they're in the hot seat. And have something to, like, you have to explain some things. See? Have 7 of Wands. Have to explain themselves. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. They have to defend themselves over the offer that they chose, or no, they have to defend themselves on why they talked to you, why they gave you this offer, then just to juggle you, and then why to try to give you an offer again to juggle you. And why did they came to you, but some of y'all is like they came to you, you know, the whole like, oh, you saw me, wanted me, chased me, then fumbled me. Like they did that. Rather how they fumbled you was they trying to juggle you. They have to explain that. Some of y'all, they try to juggle you, found out, and you left. Some of y'all, they left you because they left you for the other person because they feel like that person was better off than you. They also had to explain that because that person was not better off, and it was kind of plain to see, easy to see. But that person refused to see it because that was the truth. Okay, the truth of the matter is the other person was a shit. Okay, you was a solid, stable offer, but at the time they want to hit it. And now they stressed out and worried because, like I said before, the team that they picked was the wrong team. And nobody told them to be on that side but them. And somehow that's your fault that they on that side. And it's like, it's not. They just like, I guess they assumed that you would just pick them back up and then like, no. Like, They dropped the rope, you dropped the rope, everybody dropped, like, and then walked off. And so they feel like you ended it, but in all actuality, they ended it by walking away. You just handled it, I want to say, like, respectfully and, like, with honor. And they handled it like a child. And it's a choice and a decision that they made. That they try to pretend like they didn't make. Because they try to treat you like an option and juggle you with multiple other options. Or like a whole other option. And they pretty much did that assuming that nobody was going to find out, or it was never going to get back to them, or like nobody was going to find out, it was never going to get back to them. Nobody was going to say anything to them or tell like stuff like that. And because if nobody knows, how can somebody say something to them? That's how they felt. So, which is why justice was the major arcana. That's God is above everybody. You feel me? That's universal and stuff like that. So that's who he had, like, this divine masculine, or even if it's a feminine, had to, like, account to. Like, that Jesus saw. Like, you feel me? He saw, like, everybody that you was treated like options, every people emotions you was playing with and stuff like that. And trying to keep them stuck and trapped in their head. And how you was doing and trying to paint yourself off, how they was trying to paint themselves off to be somebody that was honest and was respectful and that was loyal and stuff like that. That want to see everybody win, but that wasn't true. They were stuck and suppressed and holding back their own emotions and didn't have much ideas or creativity, or even didn't have morals or ethics in any way, shape, or form. So they tried to leech onto others people's success and fame and stuff like that, creating like a codependent relationship. And their chance of actually having a real relationship that would have led to something very successful, that chance came to an end. The because the Wheel of Fortune talks about like a change as well, and a shift. This change and shift ended, and now they stuck in the cycle that they chose, and they worried about it because they don't want to be there. And the only way that they can get out of that is to admit to what they did and to own up to it. But they didn't want to do that because the truth of the matter is they put you in a third party situation. They was juggling you with somebody else or something else, treating you like an option. And I'm assuming that they put you in a third party situation with this group data and stuff like that. And they made this choice and this judgment decision based off like, because they loved attention and like people fighting over them and stuff like that, but they don't want to admit that or say that because it sounds toxic. And the reason that they love people fighting over them and competing for them is all their pride and ego, which is why they don't want to admit it, that they are just a egotistical person and self-centered. Because with the Ace of Wands reversed, talking about they have no reason to be that way. They don't actually produce anything or provide anything, and they don't actually have anything that they're passionate about or care for. They're just egotistical and self-centered, which is why they're just toxic and don't like themselves or isn't happy, and keep lying to themselves with a whole bunch of lies, but the lies don't even make them happy anymore. It's a bunch of it's just like what they want to be or who they want to be, and they can't even be that person, and they know they can't or won't ever be that person. And you realize that, learned the lesson, and you moved on and moved forward without this person. And they still sat there and defended the lies that they try to create. That they was this strong, worthy person that you just try to use or manipulate or whatever. When in all actuality, that's what they were doing. Then we have that project, that person, that idea is waiting. From the Rebels deck with get after that shit, the world has your back. They're trying to come back in so you can, like, to compromise with them so they can slow you down on what you're trying to create. Don't do that. Then we have put the fucking phone down. Don't do that. Then we have too much screen time make you awkward and sad. Talk to a live person. And also remember that this person, some of y'all, they might try to text you or call you and then try to see you in person. Because they feel like if they talk to you in person, you see them in person, you are more likely to take them back or accept their apology rather than them just texting it to you. Also, I feel like because if they text it to you and you read it, it sounds fucked up. And it's like, because no matter what, how you put it, what you did was fucked up. And they feel like if they say it, deliver it a certain way, you won't be able to realize or see how fucked up it is. And it's like you still can at a neutral standpoint. So you then realize that this person is trying to cloud your judgment with their delivery and why they wanted to see you and stuff like that, and why they wanted to meet you was to pretty much to show you their acting skills in a way. Then we have you do you. Then we have stop trying to change people. That shit never works. This person is who they are. And I feel like that's what you pretty much did. You allowed this person to be who they are, and you made your choices accordingly for yourself. They made choices that they feel like that was best for them, and you was like, alright, cool. Okay? And you then made choices that was best for you as well. Funny enough, Khaled, he also made a song called Roller Coaster, but with better. Well, roller coaster, something like he's be like coasting through his emotions and stuff like that. Sometimes he's gonna be up, sometimes he's gonna be down, but his life is gonna get better. So if this person was all like up and down and all ziggy zaggy and stuff like that, you having an adrenaline rush and being stressed out, you release this person, you're single and stuff like that, your life got better. And it's like you stop trying to work and build with this person and stuff like that because it didn't make any sense. It's like you will have to reverse psychology this person every damn time to making the right decision. It's like who want to do that? Who want to do that? Just because I know psychology doesn't mean I want to use it. Like it's just just because I know it doesn't mean I want to use it. Like that kind of thing. Like, and it's just like if you know it too, why aren't you using it? Like that kind of thing. And it's like if you know, and it's mad things I know. Just because I know trigonometry doesn't mean I want to use it in my don't mean I want to use it in my daily life. That thing was confusing. Now, but some things are actually useful in your life that actually you might want to apply, but not this person's just like, oh well, nope, I just got a grade. That's all I needed. Okay, like, all right. Don't wonder why their life is fucked up. That's why, because you don't learn. How to improve. There's literally tools at your disposal of how to improve your life, and you refuse to learn it because you don't need to get a grade on it. Nobody's grading you. then wondering how other people's life is improving. Because they are doing it for themselves, not for a grade. And from the angel, this is a lot of cards. From the angel tarot, we have these 4 cards that came out together, but I'm going to read them one by one. We have the Nine of Swords with the comforting God with purification, protection from impudence, and religious sentiments. And then we have the Knight of Wands with God, the good in himself with protection, prevent the discovery of secret crimes, and save exiles. So this person is going to juggle you and keep a secret and create illusions as if that's not what they did. Then we have the Eight of Cups with God, the pleasure of men's child with transformation and giving consolations in adversity. Because he's helping you. There we go. Okay? There we go. Then we had the Eight of Cups pretty much twice. The Knight of Swords twice. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles with the praiseworthy God with light of understanding and acquiring knowledge and cure illness. So this whole little shebang over here with purification. Oh, the lies that this person tried to create with the clouds, right? The cloud of judgment that this person has created, that is being cleared away so you can understand what's really going on. And then we have protection from impudence and acquiring knowledge and curing illness. So the sadness and the depression and confusion and second guessing yourself and self-doubt, all of that is going to come to an end once you realize what actually was happening and realize that you was right. You just then realize, oh shit, like you couldn't just trust this person. That's all. You was right the whole time. It's just this person was lying to you, and this person is a whole ass liar that you can't trust. That's what it is. Wow. And then we have religious sentiment with transformation. Right? Like I said before, you probably didn't realize you was on like actually doing the whole spiritual journey, or on a spiritual journey, or doing certain steps, and it was working for you. You did probably with the books. It's all about like reflection and stuff like that. You probably didn't realize you was doing that, but or that spirit was helping you, but they was, and that helped you turn this situation around and walk away. And because they was protecting you from this adversity that or the problem that this person was trying to create, the lying to themselves and stuff like that. And because even in the Bible, I forgot was it David that said it? I forgot who said it, but they was like you tell pretty much you were being honest and speaking the truth and telling the truth, and these people rewarded lies over the truth and stuff like that. So they will try to chastise you and create a whole bunch of cause a whole bunch of drama because you were telling the truth and you spoke the truth and you was honest and truthful and stuff like that. So God got you out of there and removed you from it, because it's just like, why will, like, that's not, they wanted the dark to win, and the dark is not going to win. The light always win. That makes no sense for the dark to win. That's crazy. And yeah, then we have prevent discovered secret crimes. This person, there's some things that they did that spirit's just like, this is only for God. Does God need to know that? You don't need to know. But the things that you need to know, they will tell you. And to let you know like why they removed you and that you're safe with them, and like being like they pretty much exiled you and you're safer being exiled than being in this people's face. Yeah. And then we have the Four of Wands with God the Savior with, don't have to say that word, with help one live in peace with everyone. And then each card is supposed to represent like a verse in the Bible. I don't know which one is which one, so I'm gonna be honest. So, but I know that like rewarding. I'm pretty sure it was David that said it. Like they reward my honesty with evil or something like that. I forgot which Psalms it is too, but it's like, yeah, you was telling the truth, you was being honest, and they pretty much try to hurt you for it. They exiled you, threw you away, cast you away, and try to cause a whole bunch of drama and adversity because you was being honest and telling the truth and being somebody of like integrity. Because you was being peaceful and try to actually help people live their best life. Then we have the magician with the gracious God with spiritual wisdom and magic help one gain wisdom and hidden secrets. Yeah. So the more you get away, the more and like protected from this person, you will find out later. Like some things you don't. Okay, that's the beginning. Some things God needs to know, and that's God's business. When it's your business, He will let you know. Okay. Cool. Like this just like some things you don't need to know because you can't really do anything about it, but some things you can do something about it, so He will tell you. Things you could do something about it, He will tell you. Things you can't do nothing about it, He won't tell you. That's just a waste of time. This is a waste of time. I think He even like that was also in the Bible. Like way He understands what's going on and stuff like that. To take the time out to explain it to you, you still won't get it. So, which is why He doesn't do it. But they are prophets and stuff like that. Some people understand some of what He's trying to say and what He's trying to like get done, but not the whole shebang, because He didn't really need to tell people the whole game plan of what He's doing. Yep. So we have the Angel of Enlightenment. Yeah. So you started to awake with the awaken here. You're starting to awaken, and then that enlightens you to a lot of things, and you remove yourself from certain people with a withdrawal, literally. That you don't need to give your time, space, and energy to people that don't deserve it. Being in your energy is, I don't say it's a privilege. That kind of sounds like a little selfish or self-centered, but like not to be like egotistical, but like the people that makes you feel dead inside. Why are you around them? For what reason? What do that provide to you? The feeling of feeling dead inside? You already know how it feels. You don't like that feeling. So why you continue to make yourself feel that way? You realize, oh, I don't have to be around them. I can set boundaries. And then these 4 came out together. We have the Angel of Strength, the Angel of Divine Timing, Angel of Detoxification, and the Angel of Harmony. Yeah, the things that was toxic in your life, you started to let it go, built up strength, and it just was only a matter of time until things start balancing out in your life. Yeah, then we have the Angel of Families. You find a place where you belong. Like people that you could call family, people that you see as family, you deemed as family. But that's all that I see for this reading. If you like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.